Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A weasel article written by a weasel. And let me show you the title and the name of the weasel author. Here it is. US seeks surrender of Hamas leadership, written by J. Solomon. So J. Solomon says that US just wants the Hamas leadership to surrender. Then what? Let me guess. They will organize a fair tribunal, and they will make sure that they will bring the evidence, allow these guys to defend themselves. They will be found guilty and then hanged. Right? Well, now, this supposedly US seeks these leaders of Hamas to surrender. Now, as the Hamas leader, would you surrender? I mean, besides the fact that you are, as they say, you are a terrorist, you're a bad dude, you're blah, 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 okay? Now, why would you surrender? What do you expect if you surrender? Well, usually when you surrender, you are in the hands of your enemy or someone else's whim. So that person does whatever they want to do with you. Why would you want to do that? That means you're not in charge of your destiny anymore whatsoever. Why would you trust someone like the US, for instance? As I said, put aside Hamas, bad, terrorists, blah, blah. Why would someone want to surrender to US? Because the US proved that it distributes justice around the world? It can't be. We got many examples, and I will enumerate some of them. So if someone out, let's say is not a Hamas guy, would say, yeah, I'm just going to surrender to the Americans because they're fair, I have a few historical events that I will mention, which I think they should think not twice, 50 times before they do it. So here it is. This bad dude right here. The Biden administration is publicly pressing the Palestinian militant group Hamas to surrender the masterminds behind its October 7th terrorist attack on southern Israel in what appears to be a coordinated attempt to split Hamas's and the Palestinian leadership, which are scattered across the Gaza Strip and West Bank and regional countries such as Qatar, Turkey, and Lebanon. If, and I'm quoting, Hamas wanted to protect the people of Gaza, is this a blackmail? That means if Hamas wants to protect the people of Gaza, that means we want to destroy them if. It could release the hostages, surrender the leaders and those responsible for October 7, end quote. The White House main point man on the Middle East, Brett Gark, told gathering of Arab leaders and diplomats in Bahrain on Saturday. So that means if Hamas doesn't want the people of Gaza to be killed, it could release the hostages, surrender the leaders, and those responsible. No, that's what they try to do. Now, let's say what's going to be if Hamas cared for all Palestinian lives. It would release all the hostages, give up arms, and surrender the leaders and those responsible for October 7. Why? To be hanged? Why would they do that? The White House, because they care, they try to put, remember, you can't shame these guys. They're beyond that. You can't shame them. Like the Christians in America and the white population make it feel guilty about something. No, they're not like that. They know a lot of things, and they're bad dudes just to start with, right? Doesn't work that way, New York Times. The White House demand it almost certain to be ignored by Hamas, of course, because they're bad people. U.S. officials acknowledge, and we have to memorize this number all together. Let's go. So, my friends, so let's see. Why would they surrender? They will be dead. So why should you be dead like a dog, killed by your enemy, and whatever, like a Mussolini kind of trial, or maybe like Nuremberg trials, or maybe like the trials against Che Guevara? Oh, wait, there were no trials. Oh, who killed Che Guevara? Oh, it was not CIA. No. It was someone who CIA... Hey, all right. Hey, what about Fidel Castro? Oh, he didn't die. Why? Who tried to kill him? Oh, the defenders of truth and justice. I forgot about that one. Yeah. What about Saddam Hussein? Oh, that was a trial over there. What about Gaddafi? Another justice dispensed by. You want me to go on and on? He was a guy, a bad guy, the worst guy, the most evil guy, who said, while sitting in his bunker, after he heard what happened to Mussolini, he said, I'm not gonna let myself be treated like that by the justice, by the Western justice and the mob. And he said, give me the Walter PP and I'm gonna use it. Anyway, so he did that. So I think these guys will do that, or they will fight before they come and seek American justice. All right, American justice. If you want to see American justice, I think they blew it big time at the Nuremberg trials. I'm not talking about the outcome. I'm talking about the proceedings, the way they followed the trial, the way they were supposed to follow certain legal proceeding, and they. So after that, I think whomever allows himself to show up, because remember, most of the Nazi evil guys, they surrendered. They surrendered to the Americans. They were not captured. The one that was captured was, what's his name? Himmler, Heinrich Himmler. But he killed himself in custody of the British, if you remember. He says, "Ich bin Heinrich Himmler," and died. And the guys were like, "Oh, we can't hang you, Jesus Christ." The same with Goering. When Goering saw the beauty of the trials from Nuremberg, he cheated them too. Dead. So after that, that's why these guys surrendered. It was the expectation that they were treated as generals. But unfortunately, the American delegation and the Soviet delegation in Nuremberg had certain kind of Americans and certain kind of Russians in their midst. If you remember, maybe you don't, there's some books about it. And after the First World War, in Versailles, the American generation, Woodrow Wilson, showed up with the American delegation. Was it the French president? What the hell was his name? Was he who looked at the American delegation and said, "Are these some Americans?" Well, I think. And anyway, where I heard that, I read it in two books. One, I remember exactly the book. The other one is a little bit fuzzy. But the other one was written by, if I remember correctly, by David, the English historian. David, I can't give you the last name. You know the guy. Anyway, so for that reason, only for that, when these guys showed up and said, we're going to just come as generals and we're going to treat it as military, they said, no, you committed genocide, right? Against humanity and blah, 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 crimes against humanity. I don't think it was crimes against humanity, a term. It was invented then. And I think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I know I'm not. But anyway, you can't make up a crime and then put someone to trial on an inexistent crime that occurred before the term was created. So let's say someone commits a crime 10 years ago, and now we create a term zupa zupa. And then we're going to go to that guy and we're going to try that guy for the zupa zupa that he committed 10 years ago, but that term was not something like that. Anyway, let's don't get tangled in that one. They didn't have access to evidence and documents and so on, and they were interrogated and they were slapped and they were helped and they were massaged and they were all those things. They have journals, my friends, and the journals were translated. You gotta read. It is there. The evidence is there. All everything I said is just that you have to look for it, and it's very hard to find it because they're not gonna promote that. They will promote something else. So yes, if these guys were gonna surrender, they will be trialed publicly, and they will be shown that they are as Adolf, almost as bad as Adolf, and then they will be hanged. All right. I'm not a judge, so I'm not going to go any further than that. So we'll see. There's a no way, no. And no in a way that these guys will come out. The second one, they tried to put everything on their name, on their backs. If you don't show up, we're gonna try to find you, and in the meantime, we're gonna eradicate all those guys over there. Therefore, it's on you. No, it doesn't work that way. In my search, you can't kill civilians. Because it's like you're gonna go and police goes and tries to chases a guy and in a mall, and he just shoots this indiscriminately, mows everybody down in the mall, right? Civilians, innocent civilians, but you're gonna hurt or kill the perpetrator. You don't do that. Why? Morality, ethics. So when these guys say, well, the population should leave, you say, everybody in the mall, evacuate right now, I'm looking for that guy. Why would I evacuate? But you didn't evacuate in time. Mission accomplished. We killed the guy. Plus, I don't know, 50 guys in the mall. Is that how they do it? In a civilized society? No, they don't do it that way. But somehow we're supposed to accept it over there. Personally, no, I'm not going to tell you personally anything here because we are on YouTube. And you have idiots, you have tyrants, and you have tyrants who don't know better. They know how to be tyrants, and they're not even good at it. That's a problem. They're not even good. When you watch some movies, I don't watch movies, but in general, when you watch a movie, it used to be like they created the evil guy, the bad guy in the movie, sophisticated, maybe with charm, maybe drinking expensive old wine, certain kind of cigars, like he was with class. He was with class and very intelligent, and somehow through an idiotic mistake, he would get caught by the idiot, the good guy. So the same here. I don't want to create the good guy is like this, the bad guy is like that. But just leave it as it is. If you're a tyrant, at least show some class. Isn't that the song, the Rolling Stones? How is that? It's not Symphony of the Devil. What the hell is that called? Jesus Christ. Sympathy. Over there saying something, when you meet me, the devil, show some sympathy, some class, and blah blah blah. The same. If you're a tyrant, at least show some class. But no, these guys are just rudimentary. They're just thugs. And if they could, they would just not even. They would pull on you a Gaddafi or a Mussolini just like this. I guarantee you that. Why? Look how they look. For instance, at some of their comments. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I receive all kind of messages, and I'm like, no surprise here, because I know how human race is, or how humanity is. It's just that those guys, if they would have a little bit of power over me in this situation, you would not hear from me yesterday. And maybe you would hear from me yesterday big time, and then they will make sure that I will have a dignifying death, as the Indians used to have anyway, piece by piece, and having fun and making jokes in front of a fire. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.